Welcome to Wandering Wonderland, the place where curiosity meets healing and every path leads to a little magic. We are Amber and Charity, sisters, soul seekers, and your guides on this whimsical adventure. Here we wander through the worlds of wellness, spirituality, and self-discovery. So grab your favorite tea, follow the footprints, and let's wander together into Wonderland.
Hey guys! So this is the Wandering Wonderland Podcast, and this is my sister Amber. I'm Charity. We are doing a Q&A on our first episode, so you guys get to know us and who we are and a little bit about what we're going to be doing on the podcast.
Yay!
Yay! So please come sip, chat, and heal with us. I had to think about that for a second.
All right, so essentially to start things off, everybody's going to be getting to know us. So we are going to kind of go through some questions about different aspects of healing and who we are.
Yep.
So do you want to start? You want me to start?
I can start.
Okay.
Who are you?
So I am Amber. I am stuck in the 9-to-5 grind, 8 to 5 really. I have a full-time gig, but we are taking on this little adventure and hoping it goes somewhere. I am a mom and a spouse and essentially on a healing journey. So,
yeah. I'm Charity. I work full-time. I'm a mom of 2 very little heathens. I love them so much. I on a healing journey as well. I kind of fell into that. Once you become a mom, you lose yourself. So I'm on this healing journey to rediscover who I am and kind of step into my new power.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So any new followers, throw in our little chat, the comment section, who are you and what makes you I can't talk.
Sometimes.
What has you on your healing journey? And where are you in that process as well? That's always a good thing to see.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as this podcast, what inspired us to do this podcast and why?
I think we just want to share what we are discovering. We're very passionate and very excited about the things we're learning, and we kind of want to delve further and kind of, if somebody watches this and they have something they would like to share, like, we're always open. We're very open to explore and to adventure. And we pretty much are together. We're quite a lot together, and it's usually nothing but giggles and good times, and support. We support each other in everything, so it's pretty cool, and we want to share that with everyone.
For sure. I think the best part about that though is we don't just support each other in our delusions, we also check each other in our delusions.
Yes.
So when one of us falls off the wagon and tries to fall into that negativity or starts to feel like defeated, the other one will snap us right out of it. So it's kind of nice having almost an accountability buddy.
I was just gonna say that. That's so funny.
So that's kind of why we're here. We want to be that for other people too, and let you know healing is a real journey. It is not always easy. It's not always glamorous. It's not the, oh look, I'm awakened and rainbows and butterflies and spirit guides. Mm-hmm. It's diving deep into that shadow self and understanding who you are as a person and learning from that essentially. Mm-hmm. So we want to do that with anybody out there that's willing to do that with us.
Yeah. What are some topics that our viewers can expect?
Oh, you name it. So I'm on this fun new rapid apothecary journey. I say rapid. There's nothing rapid about it. It is so slow infusing things. So we are going to talk about anything holistic, anything healing, from the delulu woo woo to the
yes, you used my phrase. I love it.
To the herbs and benefits of holistic things, and just sidebar notation here. We are not medical professionals. We are just documenting our experience. Please take with care and caution what you decide to implement. Everybody is different. But we can't really say it's going to heal you. All I can tell you is that's what we're trying. So if you want to try it, by all means, we'll show you.
Yeah, we'll share our experience.
I'll show you my experience, and then you can do what you will with that. Let's see.
Boy.
All right. How did your journey into the world of holistic living begin?
Well, holistic is a very broad
It is.
spectrum. So mine isn't necessarily like medicine and things like that. My first delve into holistic living was when I was 19, just turned 20 actually. They were trying to diagnose me with multiple sclerosis. And I found this author, Louise Hay. She changed my life. She is all about, I believe, holistic living and manifesting your healing and just, being present and working on your wounds, your inner child wounds and things like that. And with her book, You Can Heal Your Life, I miraculously, they couldn't find anything wrong with me after some time. So that's, I believe it.
So yeah, and I mean, on that same kind of topic with learning from others, so that's essentially what we're doing as well. There's a lot of resources and avenues and experts in the field, and by no means are we experts, but we are definitely learning along the way. And I think if we have any sort of knowledge to share, we want to definitely share that with those of you that are starting the journeys. There's go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, and to provide support, because sometimes people are going through things alone and they just need to hear kind words from someone else when they're going through a really hard time in their life. So
for sure. And that's the other thing with this is we're looking to be more positive in our podcast, and we're hoping whatever fan base we create here has some positivity that we can impact them, but be nice to us too.
We want to create a community where everyone feels safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Explore these things, and there's no shame in it, no guilt. Yeah.
No, we're gonna talk about some crazy, like I said, woo woo delulu and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you think it's crazy, I'm sure we're gonna hit that topic, and you can either think you're crazy with us, or we can realize maybe we are all sane. So.
How would you describe me in 3 words?
Oh man, I couldn't even describe you in 1 word earlier.
I know. It's hard, guys.
It is. So I'll see if I can count math properly here. I would say you're definitely unique and very very free-spirited. So that's kind of 2 words, but I'm going to condense that into 1.
Okay, we'll use the little dash.
And we'll use a dash.
Okay.
We're going to hyphen.
Word. Yeah.
We're going to hyphen that word. And just optimistic. I think you find, or at least try to find, the good side of everything. I mean, you have a lot of sayings just to, it's not happening to me, it's happening for me, and just all kinds of different things and sayings that you use just to make sure you're staying on that positive side. And I really like that.
I have 3 words for you.
Okay.
You are very, now that I'm thinking about it, they all fled my mind. Compassionate is one of the biggest ones. You're very devoted, like, to whatever you committed, as another word, I guess. Like, whatever you put your mind to, it's gonna happen. There's no obstacle you will not overcome. And I would say very loving. You're just very bubbly.
Okay.
Yeah. I love your energy. I don't ever want you leave.
Oh my goodness. I will say that doesn't always come easy. I think people from the outside, and I know you said it too, people from the outside looking in, when it comes to like being committed and making things happen, it's not always easy, and I kick and scream and cry about it, and sometimes I doubt it that it's gonna happen. But yeah, usually if I put my mind to it, it's going to happen. And I think that's where manifestation comes in, and people don't realize that is key to it. You have to take physical steps in your reality to make manifestations happen. You know, so
you can't just sit and wait.
I wish it was
that easy,
right? Let's see. Ooh.
I don't know about this one.
What's one memory that perfectly captures our sister dynamic?
Okay. Oh, it's a road trip. Okay. I was moving back to Florida from Texas. I was 18. Just got my driver's license like a month prior to this. Never drove on the interstate. Everyone was buddying up, and I chose my sister. She actually chose me.
I was gonna say I chose you. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. She chose me. She, you know, thought it'd be good bonding, and she knew that I was new and I'd be a little uncomfortable, and I'd probably feel the most comfortable with her. Well, she was right. On the way there, it was complete chaos. Our U-Haul broke down.
Yes.
We were still in Texas, but we had to wait for U-Haul to do something about it. Ended up getting that fixed back on the road, so it's a little bit later, and it's late at night. We're trying to stay awake. We don't stop talking. We're just jabbering away, having a good old time. It's probably like 1:30 in the morning. We see a UFO.
Yes.
Shit gets serious. I'm so sorry. I believe in UFOs. I believe in all that crap. We'll get into that later, but we keep going. We're still talking nonstop, and I was so engaged in our conversation, I forgot cars run on gas.
Yes.
And we ran out of gas on the wrong side of the interstate, so I pulled to the left because we were dying. There was no getting over. Okay, we are where we are. We landed there. It's fine. And she had to pee. Inevitably, it was the worst timing, but...
And at this point, it was daytime. It went from... It
was like dawn as this was happening, and the sun was like hyperspeed in the sky, so it wasn't like we could just pee and nobody would see. So I'm sitting there holding the blanket. She's trying to go out my car on the wrong side of the interstate. You gotta do what you gotta do, and that will forever be one of my favorite memories.
Slippers ruined.
Yeah, she peed on me a little bit, guys. It's okay. Forever will be one of my favorite memories. I'll never live it down.
So if you're wondering how weird we are, there you go. Oh my gosh.
Oh, great memory. What is one thing you really enjoy doing and are passionate about?
So the cooking and the creating things. So for sure cooking and making new recipes. I never write them down, so it's one and done. I never remember it. And if I do, it's not the same twice because I measure with the soul.
Yeah,
and the soul does not always measure the same twice.
Yeah, it's whatever you're feeling that day.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Yeah, but between that and, like I said, making the different remedies, I'm making the oregano oil, I'm making the fermented honey garlic, I'm making lotion, I'm making all kinds of stuff. We're down to, I think I'm going to be making lip balm next.
Yes, I'm on that one.
So we are trying to get kind of in the holistic, not overly processed, I know what's in it bandwagon. So just kind of backstory, family has gone through some crazy health battles, cancer battles, all kinds of fun stuff, which kind of pushed us into that little bit of a holistic thing. We've always dabbled, but now we're like, all right, let's take it serious.
Yes.
So
yes.
Let's see here. What core values guide how you live?
Okay, so it's pretty simple, black and white. There's good, there's bad, there's evil, there's love. Like, I choose to operate in the place of gratitude, in the place of love, in the place of kindness, because those things are more rewarding for me personally. And I thrive off of that. And I'm not like one of those, what would Jesus do? Because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But I definitely, the core values is love and just kindness. Those are mine.
Okay. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I tend to follow my heart with a lot of things. And I will say, I don't think, from my perspective, that has ever gotten me in too much trouble. I may have ended up with people I probably stayed with too long or shouldn't have been with, but I say shouldn't have. Every experience has made me who I am today.
Yep.
And I think operating out of love has, essentially sent me down the right path. So I can't really complain about that. And then just being compassionate to people. Everybody has their own story and their own problems, and just, you don't know, from the guy that cut you off in traffic to the homeless person on the corner, you don't know what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. What does healing mean to you personally?
Ooh, I think it goes on more than just a physical level, and I think people tend to forget that, although I'm hoping our fan base realizes if they're here, we're going to talk about all of it. Essentially, for me, it's nurturing the inner child, the inner child wound. It's understanding that I have to give myself grace in certain areas, and I think I'm my own worst critic. So it's just understanding and being compassionate with myself. Not to mention physically, you have physical, you have mental, and you have kind of a spiritual, emotional that are on that same level. And just learning to understand what you actually need versus what you want, I think. What would you say to someone who is just starting their healing journey?
Start small, stay consistent, build on that. Get a foundation. And it doesn't even have to be, you don't need tools to do anything really when it comes to healing. It can be just self-reflection, just add, when I started, I'm going to be completely honest, I was terrible at it. And I learned the things that helped me kind of implement and make this little habit stick. So I wrote on my mirror with a Sharpie the affirmations I needed to say every morning, that I wanted to say every morning, but because I'm so scatterbrained, I wouldn't remember. So writing it on my mirror, I brush my teeth every morning, I brush my hair, I look in the mirror, I tell myself I love myself, whatever. And I saw those affirmations and I was able to, I got it down. It became a habit and it just kind of happened naturally. And then I didn't need them on my mirror anymore. And I moved on to the next thing and I just kind of built on that. And it was like a snowball effect.
Right. I think taking on too much too at first
is overwhelming.
Is very overwhelming. I think the best advice I could give anybody is take what resonates, write it down, and learn from that. And just keep going with those little pieces because it builds over time. Because if you would have asked me 2 years ago what meditation is or manifestation or any of that, you would have got a totally different answer. Totally different.
So we're going to skip the next question.
Okay.
What is one affirmation that you use every day?
Ooh, I call my power back.
Oh,
Every day. I know, I stole it from you. Every morning. Right before I get out of bed, before I ever pick up my phone, before I ever really come to, I call my power back to me every single day. So, I say every single day. Some days I forget. Some days it's been a rough night. Some days, nobody's perfect. But doing that tends to set the tone for my day. That tends to put me in a good headspace to say I'm in more control of my situations, of my day, of what happens for me than anything else. Notice I said not to.
I like this. My favorite affirmation is so simple. It's the I don't chase, I attract. If it's meant for me, it will find me.
Oh yeah, and that's a good one.
I don't have to force it.
Yes.
Yeah, because something I've struggled with my whole life is I feel like if I could just put in a little more effort, I can make it work, I can figure this out. But if I just take a step back and let everything work out, it either works out in my favor or that thing ends up going and I realize why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to hold on, and the universe is like, let it go, babe.
Right. We have something better. Hang on.
Yes.
No, I will say too, and we'll talk about this guy later on down the road, but if y'all want to look him up, his name is Bashar. Just look up Bashar, Basher. He has several rules that he follows. He's a channeled entity. But one of the main rules that I've taken away from everything is you have to do what brings you joy. Now, that doesn't mean neglect things that you have to do, obviously, but find the most joy out of any situation, out of anything that you do in a day. And if it doesn't bring you joy, move on. You know, that's I think where everybody, they're holding on to something and they're really miserable because they don't want to let it go. It's a comfort zone. You know, so if you keep that, if you keep that in your head, does this bring me joy? Keep that. If it doesn't bring you any joy, what does? Let's find the next thing that does.
Also, I've struggled with the idea that I've outgrown things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, how do I know? I mean, but
that's the problem. Is I think you just don't want to admit it to yourself. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
I know this doesn't serve me anymore, but I'm gonna hang on because it's my comfort zone.
Yeah.
This is where I'm used to. And I always say those negative emotions they're heavier. Like if you ever really think about it, I mean, just on a science perspective, they vibrate. They're more dense. They vibrate less, so they're heavier. So it tends to be easier to fall into that. I feel like,
especially if that's what you're used to.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
13.
How do you balance your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being?
I'm still learning.
You come to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm being honest, I'm still learning. I am not balanced. I'm working on it. I'm working on becoming aligned and balancing, the things that need to be balanced. But I have implemented different things for like my spirituality. I have my Bible study that I do. And then, I go on walks with my kids like multiple times a week. That's getting my energy exertion out, a little bit of exercise. And then my meditation is not everyone's cup of tea, I'm sure, but
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
I put my earbuds on, go in the yard, and I dance. I dance and dance and dance until I feel like I just like let it out. I don't know. I can't explain it to you unless you try it.
No, for sure. So movement in general. So what's emotion? Energy in motion. Move it out.
Girl, that's
Dance
what
it
I do.
out.
And then for my like calming, okay, I go and hug a tree. I just hold on to a tree and close my eyes. I'm not very good at sitting and being still, and I don't think a lot of people are good at that. That is overwhelming in itself for me. It's because I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to be breathing, but I'm thinking about the laundry that didn't switch to the dryer and the dishes that need to be washed, and the laundry list of things, especially moms.
Oh yeah.
They have that. So I'm still learning to balance everything, but I will say that I have implemented all things to try to help myself get there now. So
right. As far as meditation goes, that is I think a learned practice. You're not just gonna. I know it is. You're not just gonna right off the rip sit down and, unless you're really really lucky, sit down and just be able to clear your head and get rid of all thoughts. It takes, usually for the normal person, it takes some effort to be able to learn how to not clear them, but let them flow through naturally. It's not chasing them. And some people may not understand what I mean by that, and it's taken me a while to understand what that means, to be quite honest, but it's not trying to push them out. It's not trying to control what you're doing or not, thinking or not thinking. It's a free flow of thought, letting it pass through and just releasing it back into the universe. Okay, now we're gonna keep going and just being able to control that a little bit more. But it takes a lot. And time-wise, I meditate right before I fall asleep.
I've started doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like it helps me sleep better.
Yeah, I clear the day.
Well, I've started doing chakra meditations.
Ooh.
Yes, because sometimes I feel like there's certain areas that I'm struggling with more. So I've tried to like focus on those. But we could just do beginner when you're just starting. Just do beginner, like into the nose, out to the mouth.
Oh, yeah. And that's just it. It's focusing sometimes on, it's finding what fits you. Sometimes it's dancing in the yard. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be sitting in silence and trying to figure out how to declutter your brain. Sometimes you need to be moving to really get in away from the thoughts, away from the clutter. So
some people, meditation may be fishing.
It could be.
Is that like an activity that you really enjoy, that where you're like, wow, I feel so good after I do this? Like,
I zen while cooking.
Oh yeah, girl, I know.
Dude, it relaxes.
You and Mom. Woo! What is your favorite form of meditation and how has it helped you?
There we go.
Yeah.
We just kind of answered that. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's the right before bed. I clear the thoughts of the day. I do my best to just get it out, not process it, not plan for the day, not for the next day or anything like that, but just let it out and find my zero again. I read a really good book, and I think it was called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Okay.
And he has a trick in there where he even talks about how it is very hard to clear your mind, and he says, one thing that you can do, and you can practice this repeatedly, is the little voice in your head, your little narrator voice, ask it what your next thought's going to be and wait for it to answer. And sometimes that means there's no thought coming in, because now you're actively aware that you're curious about the next thought. It's a weird exercise, but it blanks the mind for at least a second.
Yeah.
And then you do it again, and it's a little longer the next time, and a little longer the next time, until you're able to be like, okay, what's my next thought going to be? And it's just blank. So that's, I think, outside of the cooking, that's one of my favorite ways to do it when I'm cluttered.
I like that. I might try that.
Let's see.
Oh.
What topic piques your interest the most? Crystals, chakras, or astrology?
Girl. Crystals. I feel like, I'll say crystals because I was a little scared of astrology because it's a little too accurate sometimes, where it's like I need to know more, but I also don't want to know more. But I would say crystals because I started using them. I have a good collection, and I just bought more. We just went to a crystal convention, holistic convention. It was really cool. But yeah, I think that's my favorite. Just think it's so interesting that these crystals, can absorb negative energy, and the whole thought process behind it. Everything has energy, but the fact that you can use these items, you can wear them. I am wearing my peridot. You can use these items to heal your body is insane. Not only that, but help your mood, boost your mood and things like that. So I like them.
We're going to learn more about that too, because I mean, it's down to what hand you wear things on, what side you wear things on, what it is that you're wearing it on. It's there's a lot that goes into crystals that we're still learning about.
Yeah, we're beginners.
Yeah,
definitely. I feel the most intrigued by them.
Yeah,
I want to learn because there's so much to learn with that.
Right.
Oh, what is one of your favorite holistic practices right now, and why?
It's all the herbal remedy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm totally into that right now. Ask me again in a week, and then I'll let you know if that changes.
The local apothecary.
Oh my gosh. I'm making everything. If you tell me it does something, I want to make it I don't know why. The oregano oil, so this is how real people we are. It's supposed to be infused for 6 to 8 weeks. My dumb self forgot about it, and it infused for about 6 to 8 months. So it's some strong stuff, I will tell you, but
that's top tier.
That's right. That's the good stuff. Let's see. If you could invite any historical or fictional figure to our tea table, who would it be and why?
Rafiki from The Lion King. That will never change. That dude knows things. He he seems like a shaman. That's the vibe I got. Like, he's very insightful in your spirituality. Like, I just think that he would be able to give you wisdom that you would be able to pay for. So he's welcome at my tea table anytime.
There's so many actual like old holistic people like shamans and stuff, and you're like Rafiki.
Yeah, Rafiki.
The cartoon.
Rafiki. It's fictional.
I want the cartoon character.
Yes. He knows how to sit. Not very good. He can, he knows how to have a good time. He's got some good banter.
No judgment. I just think it's cute.
He changed Simba's life. Okay.
Okay.
Reminded him who the fuck he was.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, I'm triggered. Why Wonderland, Amber?
Because no, I have always been intrigued by the whole Wonderland thing. Number one, Lewis Carroll. I did a whole paper on him at one point, and they say it was opium and it was all this other things that he actually saw. They did a more recent study, and there's actually a disease called Alice in Wonderland syndrome, and there is very little known about it. And it's migraines. It's child migraines essentially, and they don't know what triggers it, but it will make you feel like you're way bigger than everything around you or way smaller than everything around you.
Wow.
And that's kind of cool. So I went down that rabbit hole, no pun intended. But it kind of, with some of the stuff that I've dealt with emotionally, my mental states and things like that, I always felt like I was falling down a rabbit hole. I was always intrigued by that and always felt very disconnected, like I was somewhere I didn't belong.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of through the healing journey, that's just what I gravitated towards because that's what it reminded me of in that experience. But yeah, no, there's a whole disease called Alice in Wonderland syndrome. You should look it up.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
I did a whole paper. It was really neat. There's very, very little known about it, but I did know somebody who had that experience because she had childhood migraines.
Wow. And
she would panic because she thought she was either too large for the room or too small for the room.
Wow.
When she would get those.
That's honestly kind of terrible to be the person experiencing that.
I know. I sounded horrible because I'm like, you have those? Tell me all about it.
Oh
like, this
God.
is so cool. She was like, thanks.
I will say this healing, the world of healing, is kind of relatable to Wonderland because there's just so many different, characters, we'll say.
For sure.
Yeah, and there's different paths you can take and all of that, but in reality, it's like, it all comes back to, who are you?
For sure. Which Wonderland character do you relate to the most?
The rabbit that's running out of time. I'm late. Yeah, I feel overwhelmed all the time. Like, I'm always late for something. Mind you, I'm not usually late for anything. I just have that panicked feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm more the Alice just because I'm always curious about things.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo. I like things perfect.
Yeah.
And I organize everything.
I love Virgo energy. I'm Sagittarius, so yeah, I think we get along pretty well. I have some nemesis zodiac signs, but I seem to surround myself with them, unfortunately. You're the only one that I'm like, yeah, I can vibe.
I tend to date the ones I'm like, what is wrong with this one?
Yeah, me too. Literally. Right now, current situation.
Those cancers, I tell you.
Girl, my mother's a Cancer, my significant other is a Cancer, my child, okay, I got a Leo and a Gemini. Pray for me, please.
It's always fun. It's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do like a little interaction, I guess, and then do the rapid questions.
These chairs are awful.
Aren't they? We need to get our other chairs.
We're gonna upgrade chairs for next episode.
Okay.
Just things are changing, people.
Already, I mean, it's changed a lot, but we haven't even.
Yeah, listen, we've recorded this episode. I don't know how many. What?
3 times.
3?
Yes. 3 times. I think this is the 3rd.
This is, yeah, something is trying to keep us from posting these.
Yeah,
We figured it
technical
out.
difficulties every time. And this time we upgraded. We're doing better. We got this. You guys are going to watch this and be like, yay, they did it. So we started this podcast because we were already like Alice in Wonderland, you know, exploring things and therapy sessions, like, and also giggle fits.
Oh.
That's what we do.
Sorry in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been quite the adventure. I think, yeah, I mean, it's just fun. I mean, that's really at the end of the day what we're going for. We just want to have fun with everybody. We want somebody to, you know, anybody that watches this to find something they relate to, and if they don't, there will be another episode. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can skip the ones that you're not comfortable with. Okay, I think we should just go right into the rapid questions. By the way, we are terrible at this. This is more like tortoise questions.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of slow.
We forget what we're doing.
Yeah, we got squirreled. Okay, you go first.
Okay.
Reach in and...
Which chakra would you give a tiny crown to and why?
A tiny crown.
A tiny crown.
The heart chakra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the heart chakra.
Okay.
Why? Because, whew, girl, that is an area I struggle with. I need to be more compassionate and understanding and move from a place of love. And sometimes it's hard to do that when you're in like survival mode or you're just in the grind of day to day. So I would give it a crown because it's underrated and it needs more love.
Survival mode is the worst.
Okay. If you could shrink down and live inside any plant or flower, which would you choose?
Ooh. Any plant or flower. I guess the mushroom. It already has a roof. It's got its own little like umbrella.
Mushroom. Oh, so cute.
And I could eat it if I'm hungry.
Yes. You're definitely Alice. Go. See?
Oh, sorry. Tortoise questions. Tortoise. Let's see. Which crystal do you think has the sassiest personality?
Oh gosh, there's quite a few, but I'm getting one of the, like, it's gonna be Tiger's Eye, or yeah, I'm gonna go with Tiger's Eye.
Okay.
I just feel like it's a very strong, powerful, underrated crystal, and I don't know. I think that one's the sassiest.
Yeah.
Okay, tortoise questions. What's the weirdest holistic remedy you've ever tried?
I mean, to be fair, I make a lot of weird things, so...
What's the weirdest one? What's one that you're like, oh yeah, nobody else would probably try this?
I don't know that nobody else would try any of them. I mean, I use castor oil a lot. I put it in my belly button.
Yeah. Okay, that's a weird one.
Yeah. I mean, I think normal people probably wouldn't do that, but it's a better alternative than actually putting it, like ingesting it, because it helps with digestion if you put it in your belly button.
Yeah, I know that castor oil is like the deepest penetrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it absorbs pretty easily in the body.
I feel like that's kind of weird, but I don't think it's as weird as it could be. I'm sure there's weirder things.
Yeah, there is. There is definitely, but weird for you.
I guess, yeah. Which element, earth, air, fire, or water, would make the best roommate?
Earth.
Okay.
Because it's, I just, you said that, and I imagined a mossy, like, comfortable little, I just want to curl up and look up at the sky.
We have this thing where we want to, like, live inside of, like, elements and stuff.
Yeah. We may have a problem. What's your signature dance move when no one's watching? I should have gotten this question.
You should have gotten this question. I feel like this is a you question.
No!
It's a hard question.
She don't dance.
I just do this. I do the happy dance, especially when I'm eating.
Yeah, she does. I will say that.
I do it and I
That's
don't even need to.
That's
Yeah.
accurate information right there. All right. I'm not getting out of this chair, guys. You'll get it next episode. I'll give you guys the...
We're trapped. We're trying to make this work.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, you just do like a little... What she did.
You do the Abby.
Oh, my daughter. That's what she does.
What's the funniest thing that's ever happened during meditation? I have something that's not funny, but I have something I can share.
Why don't you go ahead?
You don't have anything? I mean, you hug trees, so that's
yeah, I was
pretty-
gonna say. I mean, one of the funniest things that I've experienced thus far is my Brian, my partner. He came outside and straight up, he smoked cigarettes. So he came outside, stared at me smoking a cigarette, and just went back inside. He's like, just stared at me the whole time, but you could tell there was a lot of questions on his face. Mind you, I have a crystal in each hand, and I'm hugging a tree, minding my own business. So I can only imagine what he was thinking.
Right? Oh my gosh. I could just imagine his face. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's a pretty grumpy guy sometimes, so.
No, I actually will say, and I think I talked to you a little bit about this. So my mom passed in June, and there's been a couple of nights where I have been very direct with my intentions, which is what you're supposed to do. I'm learning still. And I was meditating and told her to essentially make her presence known, to let me know she's still with me, and you know that I just kind of needed her in that moment, and just to give me a sign. And again, I'm in bed and I'm sad, and out of nowhere I just had this overwhelming sense of joy and got the biggest smile on my face, and just knew in that moment that she was there. Yeah, and that's happened a couple of times during meditation.
Goosebumps.
So yeah, it's not a funny thing, but it's definitely kind of a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it me?
yes,
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
We're tortoise questions. Which season do you feel your soul belongs to?
I'm the typical basic chick. It's fall. All
Fall
day.
for fall.
Fall all day. There's just something about the heat winding down. It's cooling
Crisp
down.
air.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
the fall smells. Cinnamon, everything. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It took everything I had in me not to buy pumpkin cookies today.
I almost bought a blanket, and I'm like, my son hoards all of my blankets. I'm like, I don't need another one, but this is so cute.
I think it's a mom thing, because every time I have a throw blanket, it ends up in the children's rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I never get to keep my blanket. I had a blanket with my name embroidered on it.
It's not yours no more.
Not my blanket. Not even close.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I don't even know where it is anymore. It's in one of their rooms. What's your guilty pleasure snack during self-care day?
I feel like I'm being called out personally on this one.
I'll tell him if you want me to.
I want to see your answer.
Ho-hos.
They're not called ho-hos. Don't call them a ho-ho. Little Debbie Swiss rolls. I've been eating them my whole life. It is literally, that is my kryptonite.
Yeah.
You could bribe me with those.
She's triggered because I called him a ho-ho.
Yeah, Brian does that. It makes me angry. I'm not gonna lie, because that ho-ho is a hostess. They don't taste the same.
I'm from above.
Yeah, don't fuck with my ho-ho. I just called it a ho-ho. No,
Oh my gosh.
I'm switching sides.
Yeah, right?
If your life was a crystal, what shape would it be?
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like
There's way too many shapes.
I know. I'm like
I feel like you're like a pyramid. You're at the top. You're up there.
I'm up there.
Yeah.
Like I'm a space cadet or
Yeah. No. Meaning like you.
She thinks I have my shit together.
She
She's
does,
sorely
guys.
mistaken.
I'm not mistaken. I literally look up to this woman because she may not, have it together in other people's eyes.
Mentally. She
No.
crazy.
No, she's got it together. Okay, she doesn't give herself credit for where she is, and it makes me angry because I saw where we were, and I see where we are.
For sure.
Yes.
I'll give a little credit there. We definitely are much more put together than we used to be.
I agree.
And we came far from peeing on shoes.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yes.
All right. If you could plant a mystery garden, what would you grow there?
Okay, so I don't know. Is it called running time?
Oh, like the creeping time or whatever.
Creeping time.
Yes,
It's
the purple ones.
Yes. I would love to walk all over that. Like,
so that's supposedly a mosquito repellent too.
yes, I know that. I was looking into it because I'm like that. It's beautiful and it grows this way.
Yeah, it's only like what 3 inches tall or so.
And it grows horizontal.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be like my grass. And then what else would I plant? Herbs, like all the herbs. I'm obsessed with mint. I will literally pick it off and eat it. Yeah. I think
that's where I'm at.
I'd probably kill everything else if I'm being honest. If I try to grow fruits and vegetables. We are a beginner in our plant journey. I have a plant, a pothos. His name is Fernie.
Oh yeah.
I've kept him alive thus far. He did get a little, fungal thing going on, but we got him cleaned up. He's doing good now, guys. So.
Somehow I grow very well when I'm not trying. So like in the bottom of my fridge.
Oh. Okay.
Them garlic, we sprout with some green leaves.
Ooh, if you could invite any animal to be your meditation buddy, which would you choose?
A freaking panda. Because I probably wouldn't meditate, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, they're fluffy and they're just goofy. They roll. They just roll. We would roll. That would be our meditation. We would just roll down hills.
They're really cute.
I love them.
Okay, it's your turn. I'm trying to.
Oh, sorry. We're trying not to tortoise.
Yeah.
Which tea flavor best describes your mood today?
I'd say mint.
I don't know why I felt like you were going to say that.
That's my favorite. And I feel like today was a little fresh. It was minty.
A little fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
If your spirit animal threw you a surprise party, what would be the theme? Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, that's easy. Tea party.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say, I want to find one of those fantasy balls that they have. Like the...
Yes, you pay to go and everybody's dressed up in costume. Yes.
I want to do one of those so bad. I want to wear a big old ball gown.
Maybe we'll do that for my birthday.
Okay. Well, speaking of, if you had to wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
God, that's a difficult question.
I don't even have a favorite color.
Well, I think the color I would want to wear for the rest of my life would be green, but I don't think it looks very good on me, so...
Okay.
You ever did the color test on your skin to see what colors?
No.
Well, I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, it sounds like a police officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did the color test and I have olive complexion and I have a green undertone. So if I wear certain greens, it literally makes me look like the Hulk.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. But specific green, like a forest green or army green, I would totally rock all of them.
Okay.
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last question. Woo!
Oh,
This is a good question for you. If you could instantly master any holistic skill, what would it be?
Oh, I'm on the energy clearing bandwagon right now.
Ooh.
I wanna learn Reiki and
Me too.
some of that other stuff.
Gosh, you're so mean.
Yeah. So yeah, no energy. If you're not familiar, it is linked to so much to include they show the electromagnetic field of the heart, which also goes in with the chakras and all kinds of other fun stuff. So there's a lot that's linked to, from mood to, physical well-being to all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we'll go into some of that too later on down the road.
Girl, we're gonna be learning and teaching and just exploring all the things. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And when we get real confident and comfortable, we might do some lives here.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I want to do tarot sessions because our tarot sessions are mind-boggling sometimes. I'm like,
they are so okay.
They call us out.
They do. I know, and I think that's so part of the issue I've always had with some of this stuff is I always wanted to believe, but always had that limiting belief system. And that's finally starting to kind of clear itself away because the universe is like, let me show you. Let me prove to you this is not woo-woo stuff. So yeah, it's been a fun experience, I will say, and trying to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
So, with that being said, I just want to say that we're here to wander. So, grab your tea, follow the footprints,
and let's wander.
On our next episode, we are going to be talking about the 7 main chakras. Chakras are energy centers within our bodies that help to balance our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. If you want to learn more about the chakras, then make sure to stay tuned for our next episode. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching!